Vulnerable communities in Ileret along the Kenya-Ethiopia border have been hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic. And to compound their problems, a biting food shortage is looming following the closure of the Kenya-Ethiopia border and the state of emergency in force in Ethiopia. Almost 90% of communities in Ileret in Marsabit County heavily rely on Ethiopia for food supplies. Mamo Ali has more.
Across major towns in Marsabit County, politicians are busy distributing COVID-19 prevention materials such as sanitizers and masks. Yet for Ileret town, not a single hand-washing booth has been set up in any of public places. And for this far-flung town, which is located on the shores of Lake Turkana, the government's directive on social distancing is not adhered to at all. Residents here do not wear masks, and for them, life continues as usual. Residents here say the government has forgotten them during this COVID-19 crisis, with the long stretch forming the Kenya-Ethiopia border not having any screening point.
I have not seen a single place or a public place where there are sanitizers. No, I don't think the people here can afford masks. And if they even could afford the masks, where are the masks? There are no masks. And I think this is also where the government is also failing, because you should not only just concentrate on the big cities, not county headquarters or what have you. I think these small villages like here, Ileret, for example, avail the masks. Even if they are for sale, people afford them. I don't think they are too destitute not to afford even a 20 shilling mask.
Enforcing the curfew in Ileret is an uphill task for police officers, since some of the places cannot be accessed due to its remoteness and hostile reception that officers on the ground receive when enforcing both social distancing and curfews.
So basically, the local authorities, they're imposing the curfew. That I'm not denying. But then they also have their challenges. The challenges, they cannot reach all these places because it's just within these two centers where they can reach. But if you go to the forest, for example, nobody goes to the forest because, you go even places where there are no roads. You cannot even reach by vehicle.
Residents are least concerned about wearing masks and sanitizing, since their greatest concern at the moment is combating the biting starvation. Almost 90% of communities in Ileret heavily rely on Ethiopia for food supply, and now the closure of the Kenya-Ethiopia border spells doom for the community that has been marginalized by both levels of government in Kenya.
Mpaka sasa hakuna chakula imeshafika hapa na njaa iko kwa hali ya juu sana, kwa sababu penye the nearest market wanga tunaenda ni huko Ethiopia, na hiyo poda ile inaitwa total lockdown imefanywa na Ethiopia. Sasa hakuna kuenda huko, sasa hapa njaa iko hali ya juu sana, watu wako na njaa sana.
And as the 10 days door-to-door county-wide awareness campaign to reduce rural infections come to an end, more needs to be done to educate the community in the north, who, despite local initiative by NGOs, failed to adhere to the need for social distancing.
Lakini because of ignorance of the most pastoralist communities, wanasema hiyo ni yenu ya watu wa nguo. Inahitaji watu wawe kwa ground kabisa, alafu watu wakuwa distributed mpaka waende kwa mali huko, waelimishwe vizuri, maridio ndio watafahamu kabisa. Lakini ya siku moja kupita na kurudi, hiyo hawatashika vizuri.
Mamo Ali, NTV, Marsabit.